always ask me, how did I create Beauty Blender? Why did I create Beauty Blender? The truth of the matter is, I created Beauty Blender to solve a problem. I've been a makeup artist for 25 years. I was one of the first high-def makeup artists filming television. The producers were petrified about how the faces were going to look in high def. They didn't want to see makeup, they wanted it to look natural. At the same time, they wanted the actors to feel comfortable because they're used to having makeup on. I needed a tool that would allow me to continue to have a flawless finish on my actors from the beginning of the day to the end of the night when we were done shooting. Beauty Blender was a lifesaver for me. Beauty Blender is different than other sponges because it has no edges. When you use triangular or edged sponges, they do leave the lines of demarcation. Then you have to learn how to blend that out. So what Beauty Blender does, essentially, is apply your makeup and blend it at the same time, making your makeup application quicker, but it's also making it perfect the very first time. Beauty Blender is the easiest tool any new person to makeup could ever use. I could say my 8-year-old son can actually take my Beauty Blender and do my makeup. When you eliminate the learning curve of how to put something on your face the way it's supposed to be put on, you can then start enjoying the product that much quicker. We're not a color brand and we're not a skincare brand. We live with makeup and we love makeup and we support makeup. We are makeup's best friend. It's not just this really super cute pink egg. I mean, it really serves a great purpose for a lot of women that struggle putting makeup on. It's a very non-discriminating tool. It works with everything. So here we are where it all began. This is the original pink iconic Beauty Blender. Notice there's no edges, so no lines of demarcation. It can be used with foundation, concealer, powders, mineral makeups, BB creams, CC creams. Beauty Blender is latex free, and that's really important because some people have allergies. You'll notice that it has an open cell structure which allows it to absorb water so that the sponge is not soaking in and wasting your makeup. Makeup stays on the outside of the sponge, not getting soaked up into the middle of the sponge. So now I'm going to show you how to use Beauty Blender. It's as easy as wet, squeeze, and bounce. So first you want to wet your Beauty Blender sponge and you completely saturate it. I like to squeeze it a couple times in water. Now you want to squeeze all the water out. You'll notice that it's bigger and it's much softer than it was when it's dry. I usually squeeze it a couple times in a towel. If you don't have a paper towel or a cloth towel, just squeeze it a couple extra times and it'll still be ready to use. So now your Beauty Blender is ready for makeup. Simply dip it into some makeup. You'll be applying the makeup at the same time blending it. We bounce instead of dragging or tugging because it's gentler on your skin and you get a better application. Once you're done applying your makeup, cleanse your Beauty Blender and set it out to dry. Beauty Blender Pure is the same as the rest of our Beauty Blenders, only it's colorless. And it's genius to use with your primers, your serums, your moisturizers, your skincare. Again, with all Beauty Blenders, use the same technique, wet, squeeze, and bounce. I made Beauty Blender Pro with my makeup artists in mind. Beauty Blender Pro will also hide makeups that are darker in color or stain your sponge. So just like a makeup artist, Beauty Blender Pro will hide all your imperfections. We recommend that you clean your Beauty Blender after every use. Our cleansers are all natural and lavender based. Our blender cleansers work great on your makeup brushes too. Liquid Blender Cleanser was the first blender cleanser we made. It's super simple to use. Wet your Beauty Blender, apply and gently roll your Beauty Blender between your palms, working it into a lather. Rinse and set it out to dry. Quick tip, for stubborn stains, soak your Beauty Blender overnight in some Liquid Blender Cleanser. Blender Cleanser Solid was made for travel. Makeup artists travel all the time and it's become increasingly hard to travel with liquids, so having a solid soap was the answer. It's really great for your brushes as well. So just when you thought your makeup collection had it all, I'm introducing Surface Pro. It's a super sleek and modern mixing palette for you to download, mix, and match, and customize your makeup. So if you no longer use the back of your hand and you use Surface Pro, all you have to do is hold it up to your face and match your color and retain the color afterwards. I'm really excited to introduce this Pro version of Surface because these wells were created with a professional in mind. We've given you a professional way to save your custom mixes the very same way we save them on stage and in the trailers of Hollywood. After you've created your custom mix of makeup, you take your Beauty Blender spatula and remove that custom mix and deposit it into the Surface wells to use at a later date. It's a super soft silicone spatula that's flexible, and when you use it on your palette, it won't scratch it. It will keep your surface looking really neat and clean and sleek. I've also included a film to cover your wells, and each well is numbered so that you can remember your mixture by writing on the number what product you use for that customized makeup. It allows you to recreate your look day after day. Surface is super easy to maintain. I've designed it to be used with either blender cleanser or alcohol in a tissue. I'm so excited about where we're going in the future because I'm able to share more secrets with everybody now. I see myself continuing to create these tools that demystify makeup for women, as well as continuing to just refine Beauty Blender. I just thank you so much for your support. It is a real makeup artist dream come true to have your support and to have so much love. Thank you so much.